Have you found the NoFap challenge to be difficult? Striking either one or two poor streaks frequently, yet always ending up where you started. Every time you fail, you feel even worse about yourself. If so, you have found the proper place. You should realize that what you lack is not additional drive or a secret technique. Simply said, you're lacking the appropriate course of action. Let us describe a well-known study that American psychologist Dr. Bruce Alexander carried out in the 1970s. He kept the rats in solitary cages with 2 water bottles available to them. One was pure drinking water. The other was water that had been laced with cocaine. He found that most of these lone rats would consume cocaine continually until they consumed it in large quantities and passed away. But that's not all he did. He repeated the experiment in a new cage. One of them, which he called the rat park, was considerably bigger, contained toys the rats could play with and cozy places for them to sleep. But most importantly, he added other rats so that they could interact, play, and spend private time with one another. Finally, he added the identical 2 bottles, one with regular drinking water and the other spiked with cocaine. To his amazement, within that new experimental cage, the rats chose to drink the ordinary water, and not a single rat died from an overdose. What he found was that animals often develop addictions when their other needs are not met, and this seems to hold for humans as well, given that today, the majority of our needs are met. It is simple to obtain food and shelter, and the majority of us don't have to be concerned about being attacked by wild animals or nearby tribes. It is also simple to find entertainment as a result of the internet. The only thing we lack today is fulfilling human interaction. See, according to a 2019 study, 25% of millennials have no close friends, and to make matters worse, 1/3 of everyone questioned said they frequently feel very lonely. If you can identify with this in any way, you are almost a rat in an empty cage, and just like in the experiment, it is simple for you to give in to your addiction because your social requirements are not being addressed. To cure your addiction, you need to get out of your cage and find the human equivalent of a rat park. And the only way to accomplish this is by going out and meeting new people, interacting with others, forming relationships, and finally meeting someone with whom you can share a profoundly intimate relationship. If you don't do this, you won't be able to permanently overcome your addiction. Of course, it's much more difficult to accomplish. A lot of you signed up for the NoFap challenge to work on your social abilities and dating life, but you need to know that NoFap won't help you achieve that goal on its own. There is increased mental focus and courage with NoFap, but the boost of energy is the most noticeable advantage. The best way to start enhancing your social life is to put this energy to good use and begin forming habits. For instance, when you utilize this extra energy and establish a routine to exercise and eat healthily, you will notice a physical difference in your body that will increase both your attractiveness and your confidence. This will make it simpler for you to go out and meet people and go on dates. Alternatively, you may use this energy to develop the practice of meditation. If you practice this, you will start to notice a noticeable shift in your way of thinking and mental stamina. This will enable you to pay closer attention to your encounters. Create a personal motivational phrase that you'll repeat to yourself when you are stimulated and have strong cravings. It should be a brief but strong statement that reassures you of your main question, which is why you are doing it, and why not. Well, numerous studies are showing how omega-3 helps with impulse control. Consider this. That is precisely what we require to avoid relapse. Furthermore, they have published experiments on the omega-3 levels of substance abuse addicts about their relapse frequencies. And guess what? That's right. Addicts with lower omega-3 levels relapsed far more frequently than those with normal levels. You would become smarter and wiser, more compassionate, and less sensitive to unpleasant emotions at the same time. All of these aspects make it easier for you to establish friends and dates. You could also use this energy to create a habit of focusing on a task or sharpening a skill, and once you do, you'll eventually succeed and have something you excel at, both of which are incredibly attractive traits that make it easier for you to form friends and date. Finally, you may take the quickest route and use that energy to develop a routine of going out and probably talking to strangers if you want to escape that prison as quickly as possible. Whether it's by dating apps or meetups, or simply just starting up a chat with folks at random times during the day. If you follow these steps, your social skills will rapidly develop, and you'll start meeting friends and looking for potential partners. The ideal NoFap tactic is to channel the power it gives you into developing a routine that will enhance your social and dating life. To break out of your cage and locate a partner with whom you can spend intimate time, set yourself the aim of developing meaningful relationships with other people. Once you achieve this, you will practically forget about NoFap because you will be as content as a rat in a rat park. You don't necessarily need a flawless 365-day streak to be cured. You should completely quit counting down the days till NoFap. You must concentrate on forming routines that will make your life more rewarding over the long term. As a result, you will forget about NoFap, which is the finest NoFap tactic there exists. Let us know in the comments if this worked for you or if you're going to try it. And until next time, thanks for watching.